Hey. So, on my way from the gym, and I am so tired that I could fall to the ground and die if a hefty wind comes and pushes me down. But I shall persevere and provide you with one of my special rants that we all know and love. Well, I know and love. You guys probably you're getting bored by now, I'm pretty sure. But since you clicked on this video, you're still gonna get one. So, the other day, this weekend, I was out doing a bar crawl with a bunch of strangers basically I've never met. And imagine me doing that at my age. But anywho, had a blast. And I met a girl who reminded me of myself way back when. And now you're probably giggling and so forth, but you know, try to be grown-ups about this now. So basically, I was talking to her. We were trading life stories, and she got interested in my occupation, being a programmer. She works in logistics, and so we started talking, and I explained, that programming and like where I came from and like how I started, and she said like, well, I think it's really interesting. I would love to make computer games or something like that. That's something I would really enjoy, I think, but I don't think I have what it takes. And I said, well, have a look at some of the stuff that I made. And I showed her some of my very, very basic, tiny little mobile games that I've made for myself. And I mean, these things are not fancy in any way. And she looked at them and thought, yeah, okay. She said, that's pretty cool. And I said, you see, the problem is that you gave up even before you tried it. And I think that the reason why you do that, apart from you being obviously a little bit, if you allow me to be so presumptuous and a little bit forward here, you seem to lack the self-confidence to try these things. Because as I told her, you remind me of myself. I was the same way. When I first started my education, I was so scared. I was terrified because I was so sure that I didn't have what it takes to even stand amongst the people who actually know how to do this stuff. And what I found was that not only can I do that, I'm decent at it. I'm not a master, absolutely not, but I can do this, and I can do it at a professional level. And so I said to her, you see, the thing is that today we live in a world where we are, as a society, a modern Western society, we are so obsessed. It is to the point where it's actually, I think, one of our biggest social problems, one of the society's biggest problems. We are obsessed with being the best or perfection. We only see things from the perspective that unless it meets the top-notch, world best quality of something, it's worthless. The phenomenon, you probably heard me touch on it a few times before, where you will make an application, and when you deliver it, you're afraid what people will think, and some people will actually trash it because it doesn't look like something that Google made or Facebook. And if you think about that, that is insanity. It is literally like it is this mental sickness that we have been conditioned to. We have standardized, or rather these companies who are the world leading companies in the world, they are the best, they are the top-notch providers of services in this world, have gotten us into a mindset where that's the default. We all perceive that as being just, that's the average thing. It's not the average thing. And I told her, look at my little game here. I put this together in maybe 5 hours, 6 hours with a little bit of Googling and stuff like that. This is a shitty application. I could not sell this to save my life, but it's a start. Because I'm a single person doing something that I'm not a master of for the purposes of just enjoying it. I just enjoy doing it. And to learn, to be better, to push myself to do better. And if I were to compare this to some like one of the big games developers, I would not be able to. It is like it's such an unfair comparison. They have millions with entire teams of people who are most likely better and who are definitely better at what they do than I am. And that's the perspective you need to remember to have. You cannot be so hard on yourself, so to think that what you're gonna create when you're starting out, or if you're just starting from scratch, that you're gonna make something that is as amazing as this. It takes so much to build these super popular mega things that you see every day, that you take for granted. And sorry about that. And so what I told her, so if you think about it, if everybody who ever wanted to learn programming or like start doing any type of development work, if they all had that, like if the bar was set for everybody who consumes an application at that level, we would never have anything else made. We would never create anything new, because nobody would ever have what it takes to produce on their first try, or as a small little company, something that holds the quality of Google. That sickness, you have to get that out of your head. You have to allow yourself a learning experience. Allow yourself to try. Allow yourself to start somewhere. You know the saying, you have to crawl before you can walk? That's exactly what you should think about. Because every time, like there's I think it's called Have You Met the Robinsons? It's an animated movie where the slogan is basically keep moving forward, keep moving forward. That's exactly it. If you build, like, that's the way you come to a level, or you arrive at a level such as the Googles of the world and so forth. You have to fail over and over and over, and little by little you improve, and sooner or later, trust me, you will get so good at what you do that you will forget that insecurity that you have, and you will always think that you can do better. But people who are looking at what you have produced, they will actually start you will, without noticing it, you will start producing these applications that you don't think that you can produce. But you have to start somewhere. So that's what the advice I gave her. So hopefully I'm going to help her with a little bit of coaching and stuff like that to get her started. And that's my advice to you guys as well. Don't beat yourself up, because the world is sick. It is sick. There are so many people who think that the best of the best is just the default. Don't listen to those people. Just start doing stuff, guys. Just start.